You've done it. You stayed calm. You named the feeling. You co-regulated your child through the storm, and it worked. But then, it happens again, and again, and a small voice in the back of your head wonders, will they ever be able to do this on their own? The answer is yes. But it doesn't happen automatically. Self-regulation is not something children grow into by accident. It is a skill, and like every skill, it has to be taught. In this video, you'll learn why co-regulation is the bridge, not the destination, what the latest neuroscience says, about how independence is wired in, and 5 practical age-specific tools that move your child from needing you every time to finding their own way back to calm. Let's build that bridge together. The big misunderstanding. Most parents believe one of 2 things. Either, my child should already know how to calm down by now, or I'll always have to be there to help them. Both are wrong. Self-regulation doesn't come with age alone. It comes from repeated, guided experience. Inside a safe relationship. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. First, you hold the back of the seat. Then you run alongside. Then you let go, but only after enough practice. Co-regulation is the hand on the seat. Your job is to hold it long enough that one day they don't need it anymore. Pattern interrupt. Here's what most parents miss. Every time you co-regulate your child, you are not creating dependency. You are building the exact neural wiring they will one day use on their own. The science is clear on this. A 2023 study by Bornstein and Esposito, published in Developmental Psychology, found that consistent co-regulation in early childhood was the single strongest predictor of independent emotional regulation by school age. You are not doing it for them. You are wiring it into them. The basic principle. The brain learns self-regulation by borrowing regulation first. Your calm nervous system becomes the template. Over hundreds of small moments, that template gets internalized. The child no longer needs you to bring the calm, because now the calm lives inside them. But you have to scaffold the process. Here are the 5 steps, one for each stage of early childhood. Step 1. Model out loud for ages 18 months to 3 years. At this age, children cannot regulate themselves, full stop. Their prefrontal cortex is barely online, but they are watching everything you do, constantly. So your job is to narrate your own regulation out loud. Mama's feeling frustrated right now. I'm going to take a slow breath. Breathe slowly. There. That helped. I feel worried about being late. I'm going to squeeze my hands and let it go. You are not performing for them. You are showing them what a regulated nervous system does, and their mirror neurons are recording every second of it. Research by Meltdown and colleagues at the University of Washington shows that imitation-based learning is the primary cognitive tool of children under 3. They learn to regulate by watching you regulate. So model it, name it, and do it often. Step 2. Hand over the pause button for ages 2.5 to 4 years. Around age 2.5 to 3, the upstairs brain starts to come online. Just enough for you to introduce a simple tool. Teach one pause phrase. Just one. Let's take a dragon breath. Can you squeeze your body tight and let go? Show me your turtle. Pull in and hide. Practice it when they are calm, not in the middle of the storm. Make it a game. Make it silly. The more they rehearse it in the green zone, the more likely it will activate when the red zone hits. A 2021 review in Child Development Perspectives found that children who practiced regulation techniques during calm states were significantly more likely to access them during distress. Calm practice. real results. Step 3. Create a calm-down kit for ages 3 to 5 years. Between ages 3 and 5, children can begin to use objects and environments as external regulators. Build a calm-down kit together. Let them choose what goes in it. Ideas: a soft toy or weighted stuffed animal, a glitter jar to shake and watch settle, Play-Doh for squeezing, a card with their personal breathing move on it. Put it somewhere accessible, not locked away as a reward. The kit is a tool, not a treat. When a storm starts brewing, instead of jumping straight in, to regulate them, try, "Do you want to grab your calm kit?" You stay close. You stay warm. But you're handing the wheel over, just slightly. Step 4. I notice. Statements for ages 4 to 6 years. Around age 4, something remarkable starts to happen. The child begins to notice their own emotional states before full eruption. Your job now is to help them name that internal signal before it becomes a meltdown. I notice your body looks tight. What's happening inside? I notice you've gone quiet. Do you need a break? I notice your voice is getting loud. What does your body need right now? This is called interoceptive awareness, the ability to read your own body's signals. Dr. Stephen Porges' polyvagal theory explains that the more a child can detect their own nervous system cues, the faster they can self-correct before the lid fully flips. You are teaching them to be their own early warning system. Step 5. Recovery time for all ages. This one is often skipped, and it's one of the most important. After every storm, big or small, build in recovery time before moving on. Not a lecture, not a consequence, just connection and quiet. That was a big feeling. Your body worked really hard. Let's just be together for a minute. This matters because the nervous system doesn't reset instantly. Cortisol, the stress hormone, lingers in the bloodstream for 20 to 30 minutes after a meltdown. If you rush to the next thing too fast, you're loading an already depleted system. And the next explosion comes faster. Recovery time isn't wasted time. It's brain restoration time. Mini case example. Your 5-year-old melts down every afternoon after preschool. The old way. You just got home. Why are you already crying? Go to your room and calm down. The new way. You meet them at the door. Big day. I can see it in your body. You sit on the floor together. No questions, no debrief. Just quiet and connection for 5 minutes. Then, do you want to grab your calm kit? Or do you want a snack first? You've just handed them a choice, which means the upstairs brain is already being invited back online. Same child, same hard day. Completely different outcome. Common mistake. The most common mistake I see? Trying to teach the tool during the storm. Use your dragon breath. Teeth. When the lid is already flipped, does nothing. The upstairs brain is offline. It cannot receive instructions. Better practice the tools in calm, playful moments. Use them yourself out loud, in front of your child. Then trust that the wiring is happening, even when you can't see it yet. The long-term impact. Every time you scaffold your child through a big feeling, even imperfectly, you are strengthening the connection between their emotional brain and their thinking brain. Over time, that connection becomes automatic. A 2022 meta-analysis in Psychological Bulletin reviewed 75 studies on childhood emotional scaffolding and found that early co-regulation was one of the strongest predictors of emotional resilience in adolescence, academic performance, and healthy relationships in adulthood. You're not just getting through today, you're building the emotional architecture they will live inside for the rest of their life. The deeper truth. The goal of parenting is not to always be needed. It is to be needed enough, at the right moments, for long enough, that one day they carry your calm inside them wherever they go. That is the gift co-regulation gives, not dependence, independence, built from the inside out. So this week, pick one tool from today. Just one. Match it to your child's age, and practice it when they're calm and happy. The brain is always listening, always learning, always growing, especially when the parent in front of it knows what they're doing. In the next video, our final one in this series, we're zooming out. I'll show you 5 simple daily habits that keep your child's brain regulated all day long, so you need fewer co-regulation moments in the first place. Prevention instead of reaction. It changes everything. You're a parent who learns. Your child is so lucky to have you.